from the creators of Cause of Civil War.
Next summer.
Get prepared for some science. Introducing the Hovercraft.
Hello, I'm Ahmed.
I'm Nadis.
And I'm Osman.
And we're all in 9th grade doing our STEM Hovercraft.
Let's start by explaining how a hovercraft works. And here, I have an animation of how a hovercraft uses three main materials, which would be a solid board that holds the skirt, and a skirt that's attached to the board, of course air, and these arrows would represent air flowing out where it pushes down on the ground and lifts the hovercraft, in which it uses Newton's third law of motion that states, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. As air pushes down on the ground and lifts the hovercraft, as air pushes down, the skirt is filled up with air, so air tries to escape somewhere else, so it pushes the hovercraft up and escapes from the sides, like you just saw on the animation.
I want to help you guys clarify what friction is. So, friction is the resistance that one surface or object encounters when moving over another, or the action of one surface or object rubbing against each other.
So, if I push this book, there would be friction between the bottom of the book and the table. So, when I push this book, it would stop because it has friction.
Just like the first law of motion, an object at rest will remain at rest unless acted on by an unbalanced force.
A hovercraft is like an airplane because, mostly the only friction that bothers the hovercraft from moving would be air friction. So if you push it just a little bit, it would go for a long duration and far, far, far away.
See, a bike is like a hovercraft. With little power, you can go fast or in a long duration. And if you want to go fast, you would put more power to the bike or the hovercraft. Oh!
This is a hovercraft.
We talked about Newton's third law of motion when the hovercraft lifts itself, but if you want to see Newton's first law of motion, you have to watch a clip that's funny but shows Newton's first law of motion, where Hadith pushes the hovercraft so fast that it crashes on a locker, and with the person sitting on it has inertia, the person flies. So let's see the clip.
Just like the first law, another reason, an unbalanced force, an object in motion continues in motion with the same speed and in the same direction unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. This is often called the law of inertia.
Let's do a quick investigation of how the skirt of the hovercraft looks like and the design.
Now let's inspect this hovercraft. There are three main things that this hovercraft uses to hover. The first one would be the skirt, which holds the air and doesn't let it escape, which, let me show you. Here,
This is
skirt design. Since you know that this is our hovercraft, let me tell you how this was all made. Our materials, what we used, and how this flew. Now let's go back in time and see what happened.
told you to rewind it just a little bit! Hi, we're working on our Hovercraft hoverboard. Right now, it's the wood part and the design. We're gonna make a design similar to what you see here. And we're spray painting our hoverboard, and we're gonna try to make it look like this over here. Our school uniform, because we love harmony, and we're working on it. Behind these cans, it says shake well for 1 minute, and we're trying to shake.
But we're not official painters, so yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect. That's just
No.
Man, compare it to this.
Look, we're out. Oh, God. No, we're really out. Look.
You're not shaking it well.
Dude, it looks so good.
Leave the tape on it. It looks
Check in the
white.
camera. Actually looks like pretty. Dang, it looks like it's better.
Let me see one of y'all's shirts, guys. I want to compare it again. Let's see.
Look.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. I'm about to start laughing at. Ah! I thought he tripped on
Can we
us.
take the tape off?
Why does it look darker? I'm mad. You didn't.
Okay, guys. I think we're done. Just let it dry so we can do the white. Okay.
Look at this awesomeness.
Guys, this is beautiful. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, because I made this shit.
Let me see his shirt, guys. Let me see his shirt. Let me see his shirt. There we go, Ahmed. There we go. Flanking that bad boy. Yeah, because it needs to dry. Okay, guys. I think this is the end of this second video. So
There were some troubles with the paint, but we got over them easy and quick.
Okay, since we've been talking a lot about friction, let me just clarify what friction really means. Friction. Friction is the resistance that one surface or object encounters.
Okay, you know, let's just switch.
I'll
do that. Yeah.
Fine. Keep that.
Okay, so since we've been talking about friction a lot, I want to help you guys clarify on what it is. Well, you see, friction is like the resistance that one surface or an object
Encounters with. You suck. Go away.
I'm gonna do it again. That's it. I got this.
Start.
I already started.
Okay, let's go. Do not mess up. I know what you're doing. Okay.
Alright. What?
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude. What do you we also use the third law of Newton, in which we pushed the hovercraft, and the hovercraft went far and far and far. So an object that has
force is really good.
Alright, so Alright, so in this video, we've been talking about friction a lot, so.
Let's restart it.
Coming soon to theaters.